coached Landry with the concussion symptom. Did you even notice that he had anything? I was in the last game. He played so well.
We didn't see anything. Just kind of jumped up on him last night. So it just speaks to how complicated those things are. You go for a while and not even know something's going on, and then just jumps up on you. So he's just got to go through the protocols now.
Yeah, but obviously with Chris sitting again tonight, is it still a matter of just being cautious with him?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to put him out there unless we feel he's in a good spot. So it's the same situation.
Looked like at least after practice he was trying to get some stuff done, get some work done. Is that a good sign of progress and him getting closer to being back by doing stuff after the shooting? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going with the same starting lineup?
We'll see.
You're going with the same starting lineup, but we will see. You're right. Orlando, similar to Minnesota with the size with Bobo and Carter. Banchero is out, but what do those two bigs bring maybe differently than what Townsend and Gobert did?
I mean, comparing players all the time is, I don't know, I think there's some similarities, but Bull is just like different in that, I don't know how to 7'3", 7'4", whatever he is, he can get the ball and go 80 feet in Euro step, or stop at the three-point line off the dribble and take a shot, or hit a guy on a slip cut to the basket. And Carter's just underrated. I liked him in Chicago. I felt like he was better than advertised, and he was fundamentally sound and knows when to take shots. He's physical. He can set screens and roll to the basket and finish. And they play hard every possession. And the only difference with this group is they'll switch 1 through 5. And you could switch or have a guy switch on you that's 7'3", that can stand 10 feet off of you and still block the shot. So I don't think any team has ever seen that. And Wagner's one of the best young players in the league. Hands down, he can flat out go. He can play pick and roll, he can shoot it, he can finish, he can put it on your head, and he's tough. He'll mix it up on defense. So when you watch the film, you can see why they've been in so many close games. And we have to play a solid game to come out with a win tonight.
When you look at what they did in that second half with Luka and the match in particular, talking about those attributes, fully expecting lots of doubles coming at Book. You guys have kind of been prepping for that going back to the playoffs last year. I mean, do you and the team feel kind of better prepared and armed to deal with those looks?
We always feel like we have a blitz attack or a hit attack, even when it's not a pick and roll and they trap away from the ball. We feel like we can handle those. It's about getting to your spots quickly and doing it when it's not late in the clock. I think that teams that do it late in the clock, you got to be ready to shoot the ball or 0.5 drive it to get to the rack. Book does a really good job of spacing, which is really hard. When you have athletes doubling you and then you're trying to pull those two guys away from the crowd to make a longer rotation for the defenders, that's a hard thing to do, but he's dealt with it my whole time here, and we feel like we're decent at it. We see it almost every night. But without Chris on the floor, it gets a little bit trickier because now you're asking guys to move up in the pecking order when you lose guys on the rotation. So they'll be on Josh and other guys stepping up into those roles to know what they're supposed to do in a 0.5 fashion.
Going back to that game the other night, the ball was moving maybe as fast as it had. The ball still at like 0.3. That has to have to carry over tonight because of that length we talked about.
We hope so. I mean, any team in the league, every good defensive team is going to shift and show bodies to the ball. If you hold it, everybody shifts or loads or zones. So that's our way of countering that. But it's the way we've tried to play for 4 years now. But it was much better the other night. I thought in Philly we got stagnant We could make an excuse about the flight or time zones and all that stuff, and who cares, When that happens in the game, you hate when you see it. We got back to who we are the other night.
Talked with Damian this morning. It's about the corner three, and he's like, I got to shoot it. I got to put the team in a bind if I don't. How much of that was maybe discussed preseason on him? Hey, you're going to have this shot, or did that just evolve that he's become a guy that ends up in that corner?
It's hard. I don't talk to guys about shots. If I see a guy working on the shot, shoot it, or you just come out. That's been our mentality from day one. Let it fly. I think that frees guys up to play free. If you're going to work on it, then do it. And I saw him do it a number of times in Golden State at the end of the clock. He wasn't afraid to take those shots if Steph or Clay or whomever got doubled, or it just so happened to end up in his hands. He was in the corner. And so it's a natural shot for most teams that have two players that draw attention. We happen to have the same thing. So I don't want guys thinking about taking shots. Just take the shot if it's open.
That's all I got.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.